Time to fix this little problem. Easiest way to fix that is to order a new one. And voila, carparts.com. Look at that bad boy. Ooh boy, that looks good. Now let's figure out how to get this thing off the corner panel. Okay, it's gonna take some sockets. Got my socket set out here, and it is a 10 millimeter. I'll get those two out, see what I need to do from there. There's one. Okay, so just pull straight back. There's some tabs right there. So, looks like we have one wire lead coming in here. There should be a release. Yep. The release is right there. You just push your thumb into that. Push your thumb right into there, and this will pull out. It may take a little bit of wiggling. And now for the new one. Heard a little click, that's good. Slide this back into position. There we go. Reinstall your bolts. But before we do that, we want to make sure we fire this up and make sure those lights come on. All right, success. All right, well that was really easy. It's actually quite a bit more simple than what I was expecting. Okay, now that we got the brand new tail light installed, now it's time to move on to the PDR, paintless dent repair. And this will be my very first time to ever mess with it. I didn't even know PDR was a thing until recently. All right, next project. PDR, paintless dent repair. I've heard the term over the last couple of years, but really didn't even have a clue what it entailed. But after watching numerous YouTube videos, I figured it out pretty quick. So I went ahead and ordered my own kit, along with a couple of extra tools that didn't come with the kit. I got all kinds of goodies in here. So we're gonna work on a dent that is located right here. I wanna see, I'm hoping the video picks it up. With this being a white vehicle, it may not show real well, but anyways, there is a dent right there, and I'm going to try to pull it out. I've never used this system before in my life. This should be interesting. All the videos show to heat up the metal. Supposedly it's supposed to make it more pliable, but you know, heating it up an additional 70 degrees, I really don't know that it would make the metal that pliable. But what it will do is soften this paint up and hopefully prevent the paint from chipping. Okay, for this project, these are the tools I'll be using. So I've got alcohol and a wipe, temperature gauge. Current ambient temperature is 83.4. Have a heat gun, glue stick gun, scraper for the glue, glue sticks. These are the little pads. They go on the bottom of the puller. So we've got the puller. And then I bought a knockdown set since this set didn't come with the knockdowns. So I've got them all right in there. Now I'm going to take a close look at this and let's see if I can get it at an angle that you guys can see the dent. Yeah, I think you can see the dent a little bit at that angle. Yeah, there we go. So first I'm going to look around there and see if there's any crowns where the metal's raised up, and I'll do a little bit of knockdown on the outer edge, and then I'll come in with the glue stick and see if I can pull that dent out of there. Alright, we're going to start out with the heat gun. I think I have just a little bit of a crown right up here. Not much though, so that's good. See what I got here. Here we go. Let's see, all those pads are a little on the large side. I have a decent sized dent, but I don't think it requires anything quite that big. Yeah, let's start with that one. Alright, we'll give that a few minutes. Okay, that has sat there for a few minutes. I'm just going to work that metal up a little bit. Now, from what I understand, this takes several tries. You have to repeatedly do this. Oh, it's already coming up. I'm having to make an adjustment on the plunger. Wham! Scrape that off, see what we got. Boy, that stuff is like tar. Let's see what this does to it. Maybe a little better. Well, I can tell you it doesn't clean off like on the videos. I'll bring you back when I get it cleaned off. Mineral spirits cleaned that right off. That took it off nice. Okay, I just heated the metal up again. We're going to take a little close look here. So you can see I've got one dent right in here. I've got two dents in here side by side, two little bitty ones. But the biggest part of that dent got pulled out. So now I'm going to drop down to the smaller one and see if I can't get these little fine little dents in there pulled out, and then I'll do some touch-up work after that. Okay, here we go for round two. That came off quickly. Alright, clean that off with mineral spirits and do a little inspection. Oh yeah. Much better than rubbing alcohol. Oh yes. Man, I hope you guys can see it. There's still a little dent in there, but nothing like what it was. Still got a low spot here, and then I got two little dings right in there that I got to take care of. So I'll just keep on working at that, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. It's just a repeat the process over and over until you get all the dings out of there. And if you got any high spots, any crowns, then just tap the crowns down. Okay, I'm getting very close. I'm actually repairing part of my knockdown. I got a little too aggressive with the knockdown. There's three little tiny spots there where I used this just a little too hard. So lesson learned. I knew there'd be a learning curve on this. Luckily it was a very small oops. So I've switched over to this, and I've gone a lot more gentle with my taps. And things are smoothing out much nicer. Now while I'm letting that glue stick dry, I've got this one to look at. Look at that fine dent. Somebody hit my daughter's door with some force. And I mean some force. They even cut through the paint here, so that's gonna suck. I'm not gonna be able to do anything today about that, but at least hopefully I can pull the dent out. So I'm going to use a bridge on here and try to slowly pull this out while I'm also working on the front dent. Got a pretty big one because it's a pretty big dent. Now I'm going to put my bridge on that once that dries a little bit and see if we can pull that dent out slowly. Alright, I think I want to do it about like this. Boy, that was such a deep dent. Didn't have just a whole lot of threads to even grab a hold of here. I'm going to see if we can pull this metal. I'm seeing the light reflect differently on the metal, so it's definitely pulling. Oh, look at that. Now I'm going to loosen it up and see what it does. Okay, let's see if I can get that to release. There it comes. Whew. Oh yeah, I pulled a lot of that out just on the first try. I'll clean that up and then I'll go to some smaller pads. All right, so I've got an oval tab. I'm going to just work my way following this scratch right where the dent is. And then I'll switch over to here and then work my way up into this. Keeps on popping back in there. I may have to start at the top. Through that factory crease is causing tension and pulling it all back down. But I'm getting somewhere, as I'm having to tighten up on my puller. All right, I'm about to finish this up. Make sure if you guys do this for the first time, you watch plenty of videos on this. I have spent more time on trying to repair the oops that I made than I have trying to repair the actual dent. I tried to do some knockdown and I used a little too sharp of a knockdown tool, and I wound up causing teensy tiny little dents right along here, and I have about worked them out. In fact, I'm having trouble seeing them, but I spent more time fixing this than I did the entire freaking dent. All right, another tip, watch this. Okay, we're gonna go back to the mineral spirits, get a rag, damp. This is for you guys that wind up with that glue that just won't hardly come off. Get your scraper nice and wet, then go up underneath that glue. And wherever that mineral spirits, that wet mineral spirits touches that glue, it slides right off. Look at that. There we go. Then you can come back in with your mineral spirits, wipe that right off. Ooh boy, glad I figured that out. That's another tip of the day. You guys got a twofer for free. Let's get back to business on this. I think I want to spread these out a little bit. Yeah, like that. Tighten that up just a little bit. All right. Now start working that metal. Dang, that scared me. I'm getting some good progress out of this one. I can feel it. All right, here we go. The palm-sized dent that was here on the front of the Jeep is gone. Got a nice factory crease right across here. Oh man, look at that. Nice and smooth. Oh, very happy with that set. Very happy. Now I'm continuing to work on that god-awful ding on the door where somebody just slammed the living crap out of it. All right, now that the hood dent is fixed, all my attention is going to be on this god-awful dent on the door. You can see that metal flexing. Just keep on repeating the process. I'll bring you back in a little bit. I'm still low over here, so I've used a bridge. I'm not trying to pop it. I'm just trying to pull that body panel out. So now that I've done the knockdown on both sides, now I'm going to pull here in the center and see if I can go ahead and pull that crease out. Got a chicken over there squawking. Tighten this up just a little bit. Get down. Oh, dadgum. That thing gets on everything in this garage. Pain in the tail. All right, it's the next day. Okay, I'm at about a juncture where the metal's refusing to give any further. I may be about to have to call it. I'm going to have to take some rubbing compound and buff that paint back out a little bit. Still a little bit of ripple right in here and a slight one right there. This one came completely out down here. This dent went way down here. I'll show you guys a before and after picture. For a first-time user of the PDR, it's not bad. I see I'm going to have to come in here and retape my handles and repaint them again.